Now let's observe whether the permissions on the network share are configured correctly and whether you are able to make modifications to the content in the shared location. Back in the domain joined Linux system, click on Places menu. From the drop-down menu, click on Connect to Server. Select service type as Windows Share. Type the server IP address 192.168.1.254. Enter the share name, which is test. Enter username Tetra1. Click Connect. Here is the credentials dialog box. Enter the domain Tetranoodle and enter the password for Tetra1. And click Connect. Now we have successfully connected to the share location of the Windows Server as Tetra1 user. Let's try to create a new folder here. Right-click and select New Folder. Here you go. We got no errors this time, and we are successfully able to create a folder here. Let's name this new folder Tetra. Double-click the folder to navigate into the folder or browse this folder. We can also create subfolders inside this folder. Let's create another folder at the share level. So you can create as many folders or files as you want without any issues because the current user, Tetra1, has the read-write access to the shared folder location. In the case that we revoke the full control permissions from the Tetra1 user, this user will not be able to carry out these operations. Let's try it out. Move to the Windows domain server. Right-click on the folder Test and select Properties. Go to the Sharing tab. Open Advanced Sharing. Go to Permissions. Here, uncheck Full Control Permission from Tetra1. Click OK, click Apply, click OK again, and close the window and move to the Linux host. Now try to create a folder here again. We get a permission denied error, and the reason is that the read-write access permissions were revoked from this user, and this user only has read permissions on this network folder share. So there you go. In this session, you went through various scenarios of sharing a folder over the network and protecting the contents of this network share based on fine-grained permissions. That brings us to the end of this module. Let's recap what you learned in this module. In this module, you first provisioned a shared network folder. You also configured some fine-grained access permissions for this folder. And finally, you logged into the domain, joined Linux host, and verified the secure access to the network shared folder. In the next module, you'll be introduced to print service management in a heterogeneous environment.